Hi y'all. This video is going to be an example for planting a raised bed for succession planting. Crop rotation, something along that line. See, if you look at the garden right here, there's a lot of cilantro growing. But man, I gave away those Asian beans because all my beans sprouted, and they're gonna stay this size right here for about a month with just a couple leaves, and then they're just gonna take off. And it's about 6 or 7 months of beans. And this row right here, I think it's a 25 foot row, 25 feet. It's gonna give me about a pound of beans every 3 days, all the way up till December, the first frost. That is a chard plant right there that's getting chewed up by the bugs. But and of course there's the that's the sugar beet. Man, I ate some of these leaves the other day, and see the stalk right there? This is a must-have plant if you want to survive. It survives for 11 months in zone 8B. But so the deer comes in here. You can see where it launched right here. My wife surprised it, and he was right in here. Oh, look. I'm aerating the little pond right there, and I'm drying the seeds right here, right on top of the pond. That way I have seeds. So here's that sugar beet right here again. These are all transplants. But I've got the zucchini in the starter pots right here. So they haven't sprouted yet. The way it's going, it might be a week or two or longer. I'm not sure. I've never actually sprouted it. I've always bought them at the store. But I really want to get this grass to reseed itself. So kind of like holding off as long as I can before I chop this all down. So get a nice real thick lawn. But so I plan on putting a bunch of zucchinis in here. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to time it to where these are ready to go in the soil. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm figuring 6 harvesting sessions right here, right? You see that I already did one. And these are last year's onions that survived. I had them packed in sand inside a container, and they started to sprout. And all this right here, all these onions that you see are last year's onions. And when an onion's stressed, it's not going to really make a bulb. It's going to go in survival mode and create seeds right here. And so I've taken these seeds, pulled the seed head off, and just kind of threw seeds around. Hopefully I could get self-propagation going. So I'm going to be putting the zucchinis in here. And I want to try to plant it to where I have fresh food all the way up to the point where I could put these in the ground. Now the zucchini plant is going to take over an area. So I think I'm going to put in 2, 4, 6 right in here. At least 6. I've got 12. Be putting in the crawdads in June. Crawfish. But anyway, so I went ahead and pulled the bulbs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest these right here. And if you can see, the bugs are starting to kind of like attach themselves to it. But I'm going to rinse these off, clean them up, and I'll probably put some in the freezer. And, you know, just store the food. I don't really think I need as much food storage as I used to think I needed. As I'm progressing, I'm starting to think I don't need as much food storage. It's a rescue helicopter. But I don't need as much food storage. I think I could get it going. I've got a sugar beet over there growing. See that? And let me just show you over here. And these are the potatoes. You know, 5 of the 6 sprouted. So I'm starting to think maybe I just had a bad potato that just didn't make it. Because I was thinking that the ones that I chopped up and spread out should have sprouted. But so these are the potatoes in the hay bale. And of course that's the fig tree. But yeah, so you want to try to plan out to where you use up all your live food. If you don't have any food storage, you use up all your live food before you put the other ones in the ground. Now these onions you could dry if you had to. So this is just one example of properly planning for succession planting. Properly planning for succession planting. I think that's what I'm going to call this video. All right, see y'all later. And let me just show you the cactus. See that cactus? Remember, this right here, this whole area right here was all like that right there. Just debris. And it breaks down. And eventually it turns into soil. Let me show you right here. I think I stepped on it, but so these are mushrooms right here. See that? Okay. It's slowly breaking down the wood in this area right here. Okay. Hope you get something out of this video. Succession planting.